Hello everybody, I'm here to start with class 9, 10, 11, 12. This will be a combined class. Why? Because we will be discussing the grammar portion over here. Yes, joining sentences are not there. Joining sentences exercise is not there for classes 11 and 12. True, but the rest of it, that is the transformation, the preposition and the verb or the tense, the correct form of verb or the tense form, that is common for all. So 9, 10, 11, 12 all practice together today. Try it, try the exercises, try as much as possible before checking the answer that I've given you, and tell me how much you have scored in the end in the comment section. Okay. Moreover, what new we are going to do is, because composition is something which we do not want to write, isn't it? It is huge. We feel like we have to write so much and becomes difficult. We don't feel like writing it. So we will discuss about how you will frame your conjunction, how you will frame your composition in three distinct paragraphs: introduction, body, conclusion. Okay, and what are the five kinds of compositions that is asked to be written by you. Okay, the narrative, the descriptive, the argumentative, the story writing, the picture composition, you know that, isn't it? So we will discuss those also. We will discuss how to frame each of them in the next class as a whole. Okay, that will be a complete interaction class, no PDFs. We will discuss it. Okay, and before that, before starting with today's grammar exercise, I will tell you about the last day's topic, the question that I said in that topic, in that class. And the last class was I know why the caged bird sings, isn't it? That was the last topic. In that class, I asked you, why does the caged bird sing of things unknown? You know this, many of you answered that because the caged bird is not aware of all those things that he can face once he is free. Even then, as somebody always wishes for freedom over everything else, even if you're don't try this, but even if your mother tells you you will have to stay back at home and you'll get everything: laptop, computer, no, desktop, phone, everything, but then also you will say that no, I want the freedom. That is the best thing you can get. Okay, so that is why they want it, even when they know that there can be certain other risks or that they will have to face once they are free, isn't it? So that is the thing. Next one is grave of dreams. Grave of dreams is a symbol that grave means all their dreams. That cage itself is a grave where all of their dreams, all the dreams of the African Americans are shattered. Isn't it? Why is it a symbol of that grave? Why is the cage a symbol of that grave? Because the caged bird stays in that narrow cage. He is deprived of every opportunity, every freedom, even the right to vote. So he feels that is a cage and that is a kind of grave for him where all his dreams of being free, enjoying his life, living his best are dead. Okay, so these two are the answers. I guess these are clear to you. These two questions are very important, so prepare them and let's move on to today's chapter.
So today we will be starting with the grammar exercise, the transformation of sentence, the prepositions, conjunctions, and also the tense or the verb form. So first, without any delay, we will continue with preposition. Fill in the blanks with the correct preposition. I have not written the answer in the question itself, in the sentence itself, so that you can try first and then I'll let you know what is the answer. Coming to the first one. The bell rang and dash ran the children. So what will you fill in this blank? The bell rang and dash ran the children. As soon as the bell rings, what do? You run out of the class. So the bell rang and out ran the children. Kevin and Diana had fallen dash. So they have quarreled with each other. So fallen apart. The government came dash heavily on smugglers. That means obviously the government will criticize. I've given the meaning also here. It will not be given. You have to understand. Obviously we are talking about smugglers and government will go against them. So criticizing them. So came down heavily on smugglers. Coming to the fourth one, he had to break dash the lock because he had lost the key. What you'll have to do? Break open the lock, otherwise how will you enter? So break open. There is no difference in price dash the two computers. Whenever we find the word two, it is natural, it will be between. Coming to sentence number 6. I have got dash the civil service examination. You can take it as I have passed the civil service examination. So we will have to write I have got through. There is usually an advantage dash playing at home. In playing at home, this is very easy. This is in playing at home. Coming to number 8. There are dash 10,000 people in the stadium. There are about 10,000 people in the stadium. Okay. So, coming to the sentence number 9. The train arrived. When you're writing at a particular time, obviously it will be at number 10. The 7:30 train started on time. That means it was the time given that the train would start at 7:30 itself. So sharp at 7:30 it started. Okay. Coming to number 11. See, 10 and 11, they are somewhat similar but different. Make sure you are at the station in time. Why in time? Because the stipulated time, you can arrive before that, at that time itself, or even much before that, isn't it? Maybe your train is at 8:30 and you arrive at 6 and wait there. You can arrive at 8 also and wait. So that means it is not exactly at that moment when the 7:30 train starts, isn't it? So the 10th sentence will be started on time, but when you're coming to 11, you can come at any time, isn't it? You can come before, a lot of the time before the train starts, or just before the train starts, so in time. And then the next one will be for the train. This is very easy. Coming to sentence 12, the criminal was hanged for murder, for the charges of murder. That is why for 13, we are hoping dash a revision in salary. So we are expecting what? We are expecting for a revision in salary. Number 14, I mistook that woman for a maid. That means I thought that the woman was a maid, was a servant, but or an unmarried lady, but then I was wrong. So I mistook that the woman for that woman for a maid. Okay, coming to the last sentence in preposition, the town lies dash a thick black cloud of smoke. The town lies dash a thick black cloud of smoke under. Obviously cloud of smoke is on top, so below it the town will lie. Okay, now preposition is over. You obviously write down in the comment section how much you have got, if you have scored full marks on this. Okay, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. So correct form of the verb. One of you were asking me, what do you mean by correct form of verb? It means, see, verb forms can be written in present tense, in past tense, in future tense, simple present tense, present perfect tense, past perfect tense, simple past tense, isn't it? There are so many forms. So anything can be put in these blanks. Okay, according to the verb given, you cannot change the verb. You cannot write where it is given give, you cannot write take. The verb must be the same, but the tense will differ. So this is an exercise on tense itself. A timid monk repeatedly avoided giving a sermon when his turn came. Very easy. But eventually he took the plunge. So at the end he will have to try it. So he tried. Then, standing before his fellow monks, how will you solve it? You'll read the sentence first. See, dash before his fellow monks, he forgot his sermon. So, what will it be? Standing before his fellow monks, he forgot his sermon. He asked, do you know what I am going? Over here, this is infinitive. I'm going to tell you this morning. They all nodded. This is also easy. They all nodded. In that case, there is no point in my telling you. Easy. We will sit and pray. His superior was determined. This will be the same word given over here, determined, to give him one more chance. So the superior thought that let me give him one more chance. The third Sunday, the young monk, so he got another chance, and the third Sunday, the young monk tried but forgot his sermon. Again he forgot. The next time he was given a chance, he again forgot. So this is also in past tense, forgot. Do you you men know what I am going to tell you? So he started saying that if they know what he is going to say. Half of them nodded, another half shook their heads. In that case, said the young monk, let those who know tell those who do not know. Why this is in present tense? Because this is a quotes, isn't it? This is written in the direct speech. So he finishes it off in a direct speech that we will then sit and pray. Those who know will tell those who do not know. Okay, this is a very simple one. These are not that simple, but I started with a simple exercise. In the in the following classes of these grammar exercises, we will have difficult ones that will follow. Okay, coming to do as directed. This you know, this is obviously transformation. Coming to the first one, unless Rajat takes care of his health, he will not be able to participate in the tournament. So you have been given the first two words which you will start with. So Rajat must take care of his health if he has to participate in the tournament. You'll have to understand the meaning that Rajat should take care of his health. Why? Because he wants to participate in the tournament. Clear? Number two, Sona's pride was the cause of her losing the competition. So you'll have to use the word proud anywhere in the sentence. Okay. So Sona lost the competition as she was proud. That is the reason, was the cause, isn't it? That is the reason. So as she was proud. Coming to sentence number three. If you are not a subscriber, you cannot avail the discount. Imagine I give you some discount on something if you subscribe to my channel, like that. So only a subscriber can avail the discount. If somebody is not a subscriber, he cannot. Number four, it is a pity that my savings are not much. So you'll have to begin with I wish. So it is a pity means I do not have much savings, so I wish I had more savings in past tense because I do not have. Number five, despite his anger, he kept quiet. So if you have to start with though, I forgot to write the word over here, you have to start the sentence with the word though. So though he was angry, comma, he kept quiet. It is important that you place the comma in the proper place, otherwise you lose marks. 6. Sujata was so terrified on seeing the accident that she started screaming. You'll have to begin with so. So you have to start like this then. So terrified was Sujata on seeing the accident, comma, that she started screaming. Easy. Sentence number 7. This is the best remedy available. Now you will have to remember this, that this is degree of comparison. You are comparing one remedy with all the other remedies. So no other remedy is available which is better than this. One remedy with all the other remedies. So this remedy is the best one. Okay. Number 8. Shruti is the most efficient worker in the group. You'll have to end with as Shruti. This can also come. You might be said to finish a sentence with a few particular words. So no other worker is as efficient as Shruti in the group. Remember, if it is one of the most efficient, then here also the sentence will change. You'll have to say, you cannot use no other worker. Then you have to say very few workers are as efficient as Shruti because it is one of the most efficient. If it was one of the efficient, only then. Okay. So this you have to keep in mind, the most efficient and one of the most efficient. You have to remember that when it is the most efficient, you have two options. Either use no other or all other. If it is one of the most efficient, you use many other or very few other. Or very few, just very few. Okay. Coming to number 9. Ranjana said to me, may I come in now? This is a direct speech, you have to change it to indirect because you have to use asked. Ranjana asked me, this is not an interrogative word. So if she might, may will change to might, come in then. Now will change to then. Okay, easy. Number 10, the last one from do as directed. As soon as I entered the room, I found my mother screaming at me. You'll have to use no sooner. This I have discussed previously a huge number of times. So no sooner, as soon as you see the tense. What tense is this? Past tense. So no sooner did. This helping verb you have to use. So no sooner did I enter the room. The word that we use with no sooner is than. No sooner did I enter the room than I found my mother screaming at me. Okay. This is all for transformation. Last but not the least, we have the joining sentences also. See, he finished his breakfast. You remember that we cannot use and, but or so. Without these words, you have to join. He finished his breakfast. He rushed to the railway station. You just do it as you do in the direct indirect speech. As soon as he finished his breakfast, he rushed to the railway station. I think you are still following. And remember to solve first and then check whether the answers are correct. Check it with what answer I have given you over here. Number 2, his condition grew worse every hour. We were worried. So we were worried. Why? This is the result, isn't it? We were worried for what? Because his condition grew worse. So we were worried as his condition grew worse every hour. This is the reason. So as. Number 3, he is a man of principles. He is held in great esteem. So being, just use this word, then it will be easy to frame the sentence. Being a man of principles, comma, obviously this is necessary, he is held in high esteem. Okay. And coming to the last one for today. He was a great general. He introduced many reforms in the army. Okay. So how will you frame it? See, we are talking about a particular man who was a great general also, and he introduced reforms. So he's the same man. So he was a great general. You use the word who to explain that he is the same man. He was a great general who introduced many reforms in the army. Okay, so I hope up to this grammar part is a bit clear, and again in the next few classes we will be continuing with these exercises, and I hope that it will be clearer to you. If you have liked my video, do comment, subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye bye.